WNBA legend had honest thoughts about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese's dynamic. The world of women's basketball has never been more electrifying than it is today, and two of the most talked about figures in the sport are none other than Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Both players have captivated audiences with their talent, charisma, and undeniable presence on the court. While fans and analysts alike have been debating their rivalry and impact, a WNBA legend has stepped forward with honest thoughts about their dynamic. This take has sparked even more discussions in the basketball community, pushing the conversation to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have been at the center of women's college basketball for the past couple of years, their battles on the court becoming instant classics. Clark, known for her deep three-pointers and elite playmaking ability, has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest shooters in basketball history. Her scoring prowess is unmatched, and she has proven time and time again that she can take over a game with her offensive skill set. On the other hand, Reese has built her reputation as a dominant force in the paint, using her physicality and rebounding skills to control games. Her intensity and passion have made her one of the most feared competitors in the sport. The rivalry between these two stars reached a boiling point during the NCAA tournament when Reese's LSU Tigers clashed with Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes in a high-stakes battle that had fans on the edge of their seats. The game itself was a showcase of the best women's college basketball had to offer, with both players delivering standout performances. However, it wasn't just the basketball skills that had people talking, it was the moments of trash talk, competitive fire, and the undeniable chemistry of two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. Following that iconic matchup, the sports world erupted with opinions on the nature of their rivalry. Some saw it as a classic example of healthy competition, where two great athletes brought out the best in each other. Others took a more controversial stance, arguing that the attention given to their interactions was fueled by double standards in the way men's and women's basketball rivalries are perceived. Amid all these debates, a respected WNBA legend stepped in to offer a perspective that cut through the noise. The legend, who has experienced the highs and lows of professional basketball, acknowledged the undeniable talent of both Clark and Reese. She praised their ability to command attention and elevate women's basketball to new heights. However, she also pointed out that much of the discussion around their rivalry has been shaped by external narratives rather than the players themselves. In her view, Clark and Reese represent two different styles of basketball, but instead of being pitted against each other, they should be celebrated for what they bring to the game. One of the key points she made was the importance of embracing the competitive fire that both players exhibit. Throughout the history of basketball, great players have always needed worthy rivals to push them forward. Whether it was Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, or even modern NBA rivalries, the best players thrive on competition. Clark and Reese are no different. The WNBA legend emphasized that their rivalry should be seen as a sign of progress rather than division. It is proof that women's basketball has reached a point where individual matchups can capture the imagination of fans worldwide. Beyond the on-court battles, she also addressed the way the media and fans have played a role in shaping perceptions of Clark and Reese. While both players are undoubtedly competitive, some of the narratives surrounding them have at times felt exaggerated. Trash talk and fiery exchanges are a part of basketball, yet in the case of these two players, the conversations have often shifted toward debates about sportsmanship and respect in ways that do not always apply to men's sports. The WNBA legend urged fans to appreciate the rivalry for what it is: two exceptional athletes pushing each other to be better, just as countless male athletes have done before them. She also highlighted the immense pressure that both players face, especially as they transition to the professional level. With the rise of NIL deals and increased media attention, young stars in women's basketball are under more scrutiny than ever. Clark and Reese are not just players, they are now brands, influencers, and symbols of the sport's growth. Every move they make is analyzed, every gesture dissected. The WNBA legend emphasized the need to support these young athletes rather than constantly looking for ways to stir controversy. Another crucial aspect she touched on was how Clark and Reese have both contributed to the expansion of women's basketball. Their presence has led to record-breaking viewership numbers, sold-out arenas, and a surge of interest in the sport. More young girls are tuning in, aspiring to be the next Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. This is a monumental moment for women's basketball, and rather than focusing on perceived rivalries, the attention should be on how the sport continues to evolve.